Stoner comedies are back. So are dinosaurs and exciting indie filmmakers. Plus, X-Men 97 gets a chance to stick the landing with its season finale, while the Green Lantern Corps streams in Brightest Day and Blackest Night.
I'm Clint Gage, and this is IGN's Watch List for the second week of August 2026. At number 5, we're excited for The Wrong Girls, a stoner comedy with a hell of a cast led by Kristen Stewart, who's done nothing but extremely interesting stuff in her post-Twilight career, and the trailers for The Wrong Girls is keeping that tradition alive. Following two friends and a mystery drug that embroils them into some kind of conspiracy, the setup is familiar in all the right ways. Stewart and Alia Shawkat's path crosses with Lakeith Stanfield, Kate McKinnon, Gina Davis. Their cats are voiced by Seth Rogen and Kumail Nanjiani. The cast is great. And I also have to point out that Ty Segall is doing the music, so the film is just full of cool people. There's a great energy in the trailer as well. There's a balance that's honestly tough to strike. In one corner, you've got some eye-rolly, this is so stupid energy, but on the other side, there are truly bananas characters very committed to those bananas. All that adds up to a trippy good time, so it makes the list for sure when it hits theaters from Neon this Friday, the 14th. Also in theaters this Friday, The End of Oak Street is a return to the director's chair for David Robert Mitchell of It Follows fame and Under the Silver Lake semi-infamy. It's been 8 years since that last film, so to see him back with dinosaurs in tow, of all things, I'll allow it. Produced by J.J. Abrams as well, it's hard to tell what this movie is actually doing. Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway are the parents of a family who wake up to find that their entire street has been teleported, maybe, back to dinosaur times? Or dinosaurs are teleported in? It's J.J. Abrams. For all we know, the last frame of the movie might be a Cloverfield tie-in, and that's kind of what's exciting about this. For the record, I really doubt it's a Cloverfield tie-in. Unless it is, then I called it. But here's an interesting director, a producer that always likes surprises, and a trailer that's got a very Spielberg Jr. sort of vibe to it. Check out the frames where the speakers are super close up and in profile, and then remember that exact same frame from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Now, if the movie is borrowing from the best like that in an interesting way for the entire runtime, The End of Oak Street is going to be worth catching. At number 3, I've got one more movie hitting theaters on Friday, The Rivals of Amziah King. The film's got Matthew McConaughey and Kurt Russell, which ought to be enough to merit a look, but what's really got me excited about this movie is director Andrew Patterson. If it's a name you don't recognize, that's fine. He's only got one feature film to his credit, but it's a great one. The Vast of Night won a narrative prize at Sundance back in 2019, and it was really a movie that took me by surprise. It was such a gorgeously staged classic sci-fi. It was like Twilight Zone with extra heart. So, enter The Rivals of Amziah King, a film that looks like a feel-good caper about stealing honey back from Kurt Russell, who'd stolen it from McConaughey in the first place. It turns out the honey business in rural Oklahoma is a dangerous business indeed, but also one primed for reconnecting with family in heartwarming ways. Whatever happens, The Rivals of Amziah King will be in theaters on August 14th and is very much on my watch list. Going back to the small screen, X-Men 97's Season 2 finale drops on Disney Plus Wednesday, August 12th, where it will attempt to stick the landing on what's been a largely pretty good season. The first half of Season 2 had a very cool multi-episode arc covering the past and future of Apocalypse, but the show ditched the serialized storyline in favor of a more standalone episode structure in the second half. It's good to get a Wolverine-centric episode or two every now and then, and I'm not complaining about that, but I am interested to see how the two halves come together for a conclusion. There are threads left open, Gambit's come back to life, X-Forces and X-Factors. It's a lot. It's going to be a sprint to the finish, but they've reportedly got Season 3 already in the can and set to come out next year, and development on Season 4 is underway as well, so they're clearly going somewhere. And I'm excited to see which direction they're heading starting this Wednesday. And finally, Lanterns drops on HBO and HBO Max this Sunday, August 16th, marking James Gunn's DCU's return to the small screen as they dive into the Green Lantern Corps. Kinda. Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre play Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart in a grounded peek into the lives of space cops. Not in space, but a small town. Nathan Fillion and his haircut show up as Guy Gardner again. Sinestro is there and up to no good, both of which will be fun to watch. But really, I'm excited about how small this show seems to be. is a really interesting way to get into what is an enormous part of DC lore. The Lantern Corps has thousands of members. It's a ton to get into, and can't wait to see how they start chipping away at that in a smaller stakes story like what they're rolling out here.
What's that?
So that's our watch list for the second week of August. Let me know what you're excited to see this week. And for more movies, streaming, bees, lanterns, and mystery drugs, you're already in the right place. So keep it right here with IGN.